Deva means Panchabhutas. Panchabhutas are like Akasha, Vayu, Agni, water and earth. These are the 5 materials on which the human body works. So the work by the Paramatma is carried by the Panchabhutas. Whenever the energy flows in the Panchabhutas, we get the concept of God or we get the concept of the Paramatma, so on and so forth. It means Panchabhuta is essential to convert that into energy, because the matter, to convert into energy, you need the matter. The matter is called as Panchabhuta. The matter are two things. Sthula, the other that is gross level, the other one is subtle. The subtle energy is the mind, the gross level is the physical body. We call it as Sthula and the Sukshma. Sthula representing the gross, the Sukshma representing the mind. The Panchabhutas are gross level, that is the physical matter, which dies and takes birth, because the matter can always die, but its energy can also be transferred to another matter, another energy. So it means these matter which are there in the body, if it is prosperous, then only you can reach the Paramatma or the ultimate. The physical man depends on the health of the Panchabhutas. If all the Panchabhutas are strong, pure, the man is strong. So this Panchabhuta is the prosperity of the human body. Without these Panchabhutas, you cannot reach the soul. So as such they said, why did you get the body? The body is Deha. Deha I obtained for the Panchabhutas. So if the Panchabhutas are strong, then you can meet the Paramatma. So what is the purpose of obtaining Deha? Deham Devalayam Proktam. Deha is the physical body, it is a Devalaya. Not only that, Deha is needed to do the sadhana, that is to put the Dana, that is the prosperity in the soul, is called as Sa plus Dana. Sa means the soul, Dana means the wealth. To put the wealth in the soul is called sadhana. So it means sadhana means not becoming wealth, not practicing meditation, but only when you put the energy into the soul, it is called sadhana. So the process of adding energy to the soul is what is called as sadhana. So it means we have to keep the Panchabhutas in an extremely good condition. It must be healthy. It means an healthy man alone can reach the soul. That is the most important thing. That is why the Veda says, Nyayamatma balahinena labhya. A durbala, a man who has got lesser strength, cannot reach the Paramatma. Only a strong person can reach the Paramatma. As such, these materials are to be done stronger. The materials are called Panchabhutas. The Panchabhutas are called Deva. So whenever the term Deva comes in the Sanatana Dharma, you must take it as the Panchabhutas. Deva means the Panchabhutas are activated by the air. Panchabhutas are activated by the particle of material in the light. The Nirukta says the Panchabhutas are basically formed from a particle of material in the light, and it is also activated by the air. That is why in the Taittiriya God, Shanna Indro Brahaspatihi, Shanna Vishnu Namo Brahmane, who is the Brahma of the earth. Namaste Vayu, Tvamevam Pratyaksham Brahmasi. You are the Pratyaksha Brahma. All the action of the sun, you are taking care of that. If the sun liberates the particle of matter, you are the one who take it. The particle of matter is called as Va. The Panchaprana is called as Ya. The one we take the particle of matter and the prana of the sun and the moon is what is called as Vayu. As such, Vayu is a carrier of energy. Vayu is a catalyst. So, Vayu is Vayu, but unfortunately we are going in a different direction without evaluating what the science is. We dance only when the air is there. The dancing is called as Tai. So this Tai with all the things in the Sabda Taittiriya Upanishad. That is why we have got Bhrugavali, what the intellect can see. Then Shikshavali means what the Indriyas can see. These are the two chapters that are come in the Taittiriya. As such, air is an important factor. That is why in the Taittiriya we have got the first sloka as Namo Brahmane, Namaste Vayu, Tvamev Pratyaksham Brahmasi, Tvamevam Pratyaksham Brahmavadishya. Such knowledge knowledge of the air, what it does in the universe, which is the practice of the Yajurveda. Yajurveda Rishi is Vayu. So it becomes the part of the Yajurveda, this Taittiriya Upanishad, how I dance when the air moves, is Tai. So the whole creation, the earth, how it behaves, is described in the Taittiriya. So it means the Panchabhuta is Vayu, Panchabhuta is Agni, the Panchabhuta is water, Panchabhuta is the earth. These are the 5 elements that has given me the physical body. If these, then I am going to be the good. So it means if I want to make this body strong, I have to keep those 5 Panchabhutas under my control. Then only the prana of the human body can flow. If the prana of the human body has to flow, I must have the command of the Panchabhutas. Let us know what these Panchabhutas are. The Panchabhuta is called as Deva. It is activated by the ray of light of the sun. Ray of light of the sun is called as Ra. So the Panchabhutas activated by the light is called as Devaru. It is called God. Panchabhutas activated by the ray of light of the sun is called Devaru. It is called God. God means Panchabhuta activated by the light. If the Panchabhutas are activated by air as the medium, if the air transfers the energy of the Panchabhuta, it is called Devata. Ta means the air. So we must know the difference between the Devaru and the Devata is, if the Panchabhutas are activated by the light, light is called Ra, the Panchabhuta is called as Deva, it is called Devaru. If the Panchabhutas are activated by air as the medium, it is called as Devata. Any transfer of energy of the Panchabhutas is called as Devata Prakarana. And any energy that you install anywhere on account of this Panchabhuta and the light is called as Devaru. So Devaru is an installation, Devata is a transformation. Devaru is an installation, Devata is a transformation. For example, the Vayu. The Vayu, if it takes birth, makes me to help to move toward the soul called as Atman, it is called Anjaneya. The Vayu which runs the mind is called Maruti. The Vayu which runs the physical body is called as Hanuman. You can see the differences. The Vayu which runs the Angangas is called as Angada. The Vayu which can take the mind inwards toward the soul called Rama, it is called Sugriva. The Vayu which can take us outside, take the mind outside such that I go move toward the death is called Vali. So all forms of Vayu activated by the light is called as Devaru. This is called as the God or what is called as Hanuman. So Hanuman temple means you will be pertaining exclusively to the air. If I want to increase the quantum of energy of the air within my body, I go to a Hanuman temple, then the energy will be hidden in the idol by a Shastra called as Tantra Shastra. That is, the idol has been transferred in energy from us. So we give a prana to the idol. Whatever the air energy that is needed is hidden in the form of a wave form that is called as the Veda Mantra. Through the Veda Mantra we transfer the energy to the idol. It is a beautifully technical transfer of energy. This energy transfer is called as Prana Pratisthapana. That is installing the energy in the idol. So the idol becomes a container for all types of the energy of the activities of the air. That is the Hanuman temple or the Maruti temple or the Anjaneya temple or Sugriva temple and so on. So this is the function of the air and what we can do out of the air to technically do it. So it means, should we pray Anjaneya and get the energy, or should you command the Anjaneya? Since you are giving the prana, since you are doing the prana pratisthapana from your physical body, so you have got the right to take back that energy. As such, the Devatarchana or the Devara Puja, it is called as, is basically a transfer of energy from the physical body to the idol. The idol must be taken as a box containing plentiful of the energy pertaining to the air, and the energy will be taken back to the physical. So it means a person who delivers energy to the box is entitled to take the energy backwards. As such, there is a transfer of energy from the man to the idol through air as the medium, and from the idol to the man with the same respective wavelengths which comes in the Mantra Shastra. When those mantras are uttered, the energy can be either induced into the idol or taken back from the idol. So a person who transfers the energy from